Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ronnie Stockholm. Welcome once again to NWC Tonight. Yes, friends, we are in Season 2 of this exciting new generation of television programming, and tonight we are going to keep the hits coming because we have the INCW Women's Champion Anna Sokolov defending her title against Kirishika. We will also be seeing the NWC World Heavyweight Champion Damian Black in a full-effect rematch against Paul Gravitt. We will also be seeing additional matches in the INCW Tag Team #1 Contenders Tournament. All of this and more on this exciting edition of NWC Tonight. And folks, I cannot think of a more exciting way to begin tonight's broadcast than with an INCW Women's Championship match. Yes, folks, last week, Kirishika in the main event of NWC Tonight bested 5 other women to become the new #1 contender for Anna Sokolov's gold. And Anna Sokolov, being a fighting champion, has insisted that this match begin tonight's broadcast. She wants nothing more than to fight the best of the best, and, well, she's going to get her wish because Kirishika was absolutely brutal in her 6-way match last week, just destroying her opponents and really cementing herself as a top contender here in NWC. But this match is going to Kirishika is going to have her work absolutely cut out for her because Anna Sokolov is one of the finest competitors that has ever laced boots in this or any other company. The daughter of the Siberian psychopath Viktor Sokolov, Anna fought very hard over the course of 2 seasons to earn the right to face Nikki Wilde at NWC Full Effect, and in an absolutely stellar co-main event, she defeated the White Rabbit, completing her journey to become the recognized top woman in this division. She holds that title proudly over her head, and Anna Sokolov has said that she is not going to rest on her laurels. She is going to defend this championship live in front of the NWC Nation every chance she gets. And of course, she is going to start with one heck of a mountain to climb because she is going to need to defeat Kirishika. Now, Kirishika is an absolutely gigantic competitor. This nearly 7-foot-tall monstrosity has been terrorizing NWC for the last season, just intimidating people. You know, folks, I'm not exactly sure what's going on here. Kirishika should be making her way to ringside now for her bout. Anna Sokolov looking a bit frustrated inside the ring right now. Anna wondering where her opponent is, as are we all. Folks, hang on a second here. I'm getting word from the back here that Kirishika has actually not been seen here in the arena this evening. In fact, I am getting word, no, she is not at gorilla position at this moment. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know where our contender is. It looks as if our championship committee is going to need to make a decision here, and as I'm understanding it, ladies and gentlemen, please be patient here with us. We are going to give Kirishika a little bit more time to arrive. We are going to postpone this match until later this evening. My apologies, folks. We're going to go ahead and move on to our next encounter. Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout is an exciting tag team encounter. We're going to be seeing the fierce and deadly Cold Snakes taking on the duo of Mil Mojitos and Tiger Jade in the next match in the opening round of our INCW Tag Team #1 Contenders Tournament. So let's throw it over to my broadcast colleague, Gary Bloomfield, who is at ringside to call this exciting bout.
Well, folks, the Tag Team Single Elimination Tournament that started on our last episode of NWC Tonight continues on right now. First, featuring the team coming out to the ring right now, the enigmatic but certainly mighty Cold Snakes. Junior Cobra, Giant Anaconda, who have, they've made their presence known here in the NWC in their typical, we'll say unique fashion. They don't exactly have a stunning record when it comes to wins and losses, but they have an opportunity to move on in this tournament. And to do that, they are going to have to get by this next team, making their way to the ring now. There is Mil Mojitos. And I'm looking for his partner, but I don't see him. Anyway, Mil Mojitos, one half of the team to face the mighty Cold Snakes here in this match. Mojitos, one of the exciting athletes, new to the sport, just getting started in the NWC, unlike a lot of people on the roster. He made his debut in the National Wrestling Council when NWC Tonight started. He is homegrown, as they say, and he was brought to the NWC by his partner, this man, the newly rechristened Tiger Jade, and this crowd not really giving Tiger Jade the respect and admiration he has come to expect. But especially after Full Effect, with what he did to Snow, I can't really blame the fans for their reaction. And frankly, Jade doesn't look like he really seems to care. Tiger Jade, formerly Tiger Gold, but the changes come over him ever since he put on that Jade Tiger mask. Mojitos and Tiger Jade, bit of a rift possibly forming between the two, and that definitely seems to be confirmed as they have come out separately. But they're going to have to find a way to work as a team in this tag team match, or the Cold Snakes will get one over on them. Mojitos and Junior Cobra looking to start things off for their respective teams. There's the bell, and Cobra immediately out of the gates with a headbutt. Drops the leg, a series of elbows on the leg of Mil Mojitos. Cobra looking to establish that speed advantage early by crippling his opponent. That's one way to win a race. If your opponent can't run, you win. And now stomping on the back, double with both feet to the back of Mil Mojitos, and a big fist drop. And I'm not even going to try to call that, folks. Tag is made, thank goodness. Here comes Giant Anaconda. The big man of the group, possibly the biggest man in this match, but Mil Mojitos with a Russian leg sweep to greet Anaconda, and now firing shots to the, looked like that might have been to the sternum. Mojitos with a kick after the arm twist. Comes back with a knee, and now looking to make the tag. Does tag his partner. In comes Tiger Jade. Both men charging at each other. Jade with an Irish whip. Got him up. Look at the power of Tiger Jade. Press slam into a power slam. Collar and elbow tie up. Anaconda shoots Jade in for the ride, and there's some power on display from Anaconda with that shoulder tackle. And now he's going to tag in Junior Cobra, who is absolutely dwarfed by Tiger Jade. Jade with an elbow shot. Grabs Cobra from behind, spins him around, hoists him up, and drops him. Snake eyes for the Cobra, and Anaconda gets a shot in on Jade. Tiger Jade with a leg drop, not letting it phase him. Anaconda immediately in, breaks it up. Referee restores order, and this match continues. Jade a little bit frustrated. He's going to tag in Mil Mojitos, but he was glaring daggers at the referee for not giving him that 3 count. Big kick, a thrust kick, but Cobra doesn't drop. Mojitos with another thrust kick, this time on the money, and he's going to tag in Jade one more time. What are they looking to do here? I'm possibly seeing a double team, but I guess not. Neither man really on the same page here. Jade, look at this, looking for the Hurricane Rana, but Cobra's got him. Cobra with a power bomb on Tiger Jade. And folks, you're not likely to see anything like that for the next decade. That was once in a lifetime. Tag is made. Here comes Giant Anaconda. And Jade now with a Hurricane Rana. Anaconda fights him off, but he is dazed. Tag is made to Mil Mojitos. Anaconda still wondering what's going on, but now he's facing Mil Mojitos. Shoots him into the corner. Anaconda with a body splash. A two-step body splash to Mil Mojitos. Hooks the leg. Count of one, and Mojitos gets the shoulder up at one. Anaconda got Mojitos up one more time into a stomach crusher. Drapes him across the knee, and the tag is made to Junior Cobra. Cobra and Mojitos now the main men back for their teams. Springboard into a DDT. Almost had that moonsault, only caught the neck, but thought quickly and used it for the DDT. Oh my goodness. Cobra should not have been celebrating as he caught a spinning back fist from Mil Mojitos, who is back in control of this match. Step kicks, Koala style step kicks to the jaw of Cobra, and the tag is made to Tiger Jade. Jade back inside the ring. Cobra making his way back in. Jade catches him coming in off the ropes. Got him up. Press power slam. Yes, indeed. Hooks the leg. Count of one. Count of two. Broken up by Anaconda. And the referee was taken out by Anaconda. Jade with a big boot to Cobra. He's looking to seriously do some damage here. Maybe he's trying to fight something. I'm not sure. He doesn't seem like he's quite in it. Big double axe handle. Kick to the midsection. What you looking for here? He's got him up in a torture rack. A version of the Tiger Breaker. Anaconda in to save his partner. Anaconda gets sent into the turnbuckle. Jade now stalking Cobra. Tiger Jade whips Cobra over the top rope. And now turns his attention to Anaconda, who's not the legal man. Jade not sure who to go after here. As Anaconda finally makes his way to the outside. Jade now going after Cobra, hoists him up, got him hooked up on the top rope and hammers him down. Jade thinking that's it, hooks the leg. In comes Anaconda to save the match for his team. Jade with a hard right hand. God, I heard that one all the way over here. Backbreaker, hooks the leg, and again Anaconda makes the save. Mojito simply not fast enough to stop Anaconda. Tiger Gold may help his teammate out by getting Cobra in better position for the pin. He's up on the top rope. Cobra groggy, getting to his feet. He better watch out. Big clothesline, no! Cobra with a power slam, turns it around. 1, 2. Tiger Jade kicks out at 2. Back to his feet, but Cobra's caught him. Look at this. Junior Cobra has got control of Tiger Jade. He's got him by the nose. And again, chopping away at the nose. DDT on Jade. And this crowd is on its feet for Junior Cobra. Tag is made to Mil Mojitos. Hurricane Rana by Cobra. Cobra going after Jade, trying to shove him out of the ring. Mojitos got him. Sends him into the ropes. 619. Mojitos picking Cobra back up to his feet. Collar double tie up. Sends Cobra into the corner. Elbow shot from Cobra. Follows up with a snapmare. Into a beautiful spinning kick. A tornado-like kick from Mighty Cobra. Mojitos off the ropes. Shoulder-to-shoulder collision. Bit of a meeting of the minds there. Cobra got him up. Snake bite! 1, count of 2! And the Mighty Cold Snakes win this match. I was expecting Tiger Jade to come in. He had plenty of opportunity, but Jade, you couldn't see it, folks, but he looked rather disgusted at Mil Mojitos and just stayed on the apron. Not sure what's going on there, but the Mighty Cold Snakes advance in this tournament with a victory over Mil Mojitos and Tiger Jade. And the celebration continues for the Mighty Cold Snakes.
What tremendous action from our tag team division, ladies and gentlemen. And now for our next bout, we have an exciting singles encounter featuring the debut of a brand new wrestler here in NWC. We have the masked sensation, Wrestler X, taking on one half of the PWA Tag Team Champions, Reckless Love, in this very exciting debut exhibition match. Now, Titus Love was very excited for this match because after Full Effect, he was embarrassed, of course, by Nemesis Rex there in an unplanned impromptu match. He's looking to get back on the horse and show the world what he can do, and he's hoping that he can make an example of what he's calling a rookie here. But to be honest, we know very little about this man under this mask. He goes by the name Wrestler X, and aside from some cryptic messages on our promo board, I'm not entirely sure what to make of this new signee here with the National Wrestling Council. Of course, Titus Love doesn't seem to think too much of him, but look at him. This is a fit, athletic-looking man here, certainly in fantastic shape, walking to the ring with purpose, wearing that featureless mask. It's hard to get a handle on just who this person is and what he brings to the table. All I know is that he was considered quite an acquisition here by NWC, and I'm very excited to see what Wrestler X can do here in the men's single division. Now tonight he's going to be taking on someone who has had a bit of a spotty record here as of late in NWC. Of course, Reckless Love, that is Titus Love and Cynthia Love, together are the duo currently holding the PWA Tag Team Championships. Of course, in PWA, teams of men and women can compete together, and the husband and wife duo of Reckless Love are the reigning and defending champions in that division. But as I'm sure a lot of folks are aware, Titus Love can sometimes let his ego and his mouth get the better of him, and he tends to put himself in situations that he later regrets. I wonder if that will be the case here as he faces off against this absolute unknown in Wrestler X. But what we do know is that Titus Love has earned that championship he currently wears. He has a tremendous amateur background, a collegiate-level wrestler with a lot of awards underneath his belt there. And also he puts up with Cynthia on a daily basis, which means that he's certainly got stamina. But we shall see, folks, if Titus Love is able to turn his recent fortunes around, or if Wrestler X is going to really make his mark here. X marks the spot here in NWC. Titus Love immediately sending Wrestler X into the corner, and Monkey flips him into the center of the ring. Titus showing off that athletic ability of his, grabbing him by the mask and just slamming Wrestler X to the ground. And Titus following up with a knee drop right onto the bicep. And a pointed elbow drop as well. Titus Love very interested in reminding the world that he is in fact a champion here in NWC. Double underhook, and suplexes Wrestler X down. And both men to the outside of the ring. Titus picking a spot here. Oh, goes for a suplex on the concrete blow, but X manages to elbow out of it and hits a beautiful textbook Russian leg sweep on the floor. Wrestler X going at Titus Love. A big kick to the back and a stomp to the back of the head. and cutting at the face with the sole of that boot. Wrestler X not afraid to fight in a dirty manner there if required. And X slams Titus Love back first onto that ring apron. Titus Love sent back into the ring, still trying to get a handle on just who Wrestler X is and what he can do in that ring. He is he appears to be in phenomenal shape. Not a small man either. Titus with quick pinfall though. Doesn't quite get a 1 count yet though. Lot of fight left in this masked grappler. Titus Love using some of those amateur skills that he's known for. Titus Love with a kick to the stomach. And just a beautiful flipping neck breaker. Some flashy offense from one half of Reckless Love as Titus goes to the top. Dives off the top with a cross body, taking out Mr. X, Wrestler X, on the floor. And Titus just torquing that arm, trying to tear at those ligaments in the shoulder. And Titus with this really happy to celebrate to the crowd, happy to get to be on the winning side of the equation after a fairly embarrassing showing in his impromptu match at Full Effect. Absolutely beautiful European uppercut takes Titus Love down. And Wrestler X slams Titus face first into that mat. But Titus manages to come around with a beautiful arm drag, takes the masked man down, sends him flying halfway across the ringside area. Both competitors now back in the ring, and Titus gets his leg picked, and a rounded leg base submission hold by Wrestler X, really cranking it on there. But Titus able to hammer his way out of that predicament. Back to his feet, but what sort of damage has been done to the leg of Titus Love? Now Titus picks the leg as well, showing he also possesses a plethora of technical skills. And Titus goes to work on the arm as well, trying to work on those ligaments and tendons in that shoulder area. Picks X up and drops him with a fisherman's buster into the center of the ring. Titus Love looking very good in this bout so far. X with a single arm suplex, beautiful suplex. Not a huge high flyer, this Wrestler X, but a technical specimen. Waiting for Titus Love to regain his footing. And what is this? Folks, he has Titus by the hand, twisting him around, and just very unique head and arm submission hold there. And he's got Titus, he's got his leg all wrapped up and pulling on that leg in a single leg crab sort of maneuver. Titus able to fire his way out and lands a big-time forearm, though, but I wonder what sort of damage has been done to Titus's legs so far. Not so much that he can't do this, though. Death do us part. Till death do us part. The submission hold by Titus. He's trying to straighten out the arm of Wrestler X, but Wrestler X is fighting him on it. He's fighting him. Is he going to be forced to submit in his debut match? No. Wrestler X able to get some leverage and just hammer into Titus with a series of right hands, managing to free himself. Titus misses a clothesline, but gets caught in a big-time suplex right in the middle of the ring. Titus Love looks a bit dazed, trying to pull himself up in the corner. But Wrestler X utilizing that top rope and a judicious 4 count to just tear at that shoulder of Titus's. Titus Love slammed back first into the ring and immediately picked up into another big snap suplex this time. Wrestler X has a plethora of technical maneuvers of his own, as we said about Titus, and wraps Titus up again in that very, very unique submission hold a second time. Referee is checking in, and yes, ladies and gentlemen, Titus Love forced to tap out to that unique half-crab style submission hold by Wrestler X. Folks, what a very interesting debut victory by this enigmatic masked man. What a fantastic showing here by an individual who we hope to see some big things of this season and hopefully learn some more about. Wrestler X with a tremendous victory in his debut appearance here on NWC Tonight. We wish this masked man the best of luck, and I'm sure he turned a lot of heads in that locker room with this impressive performance. And ladies and gentlemen, it is time now for our next contest, and what a match we have for you. At NWC Full Effect, Paul Gravett earned the opportunity to face Damian Black in the evening's final match, and he came within a hair's breadth of dethroning Damian Black for his NWC Championship. However, on his way to that match, he had to defeat Spencer Watts and Brawler Beckett in a three-way dance, and it was quite a brutal match. Some have wondered what Paul Gravett could have done had he not been worn down by that previous encounter. Well, we're going to get a chance to see tonight in this non-title exhibition rematch. Let's take you to Gary Bloomfield, who's at ringside already.
Well, folks, up next, some more great NWC wrestling action as we have a return bout from NWC's first pay-per-view, Full Effect, Paul Hook Gravett in a rematch against the world champion Damian Black. Gravett was unsuccessful in taking the belt from Black. He's got a bit of a chance of redemption, although this match is not for the World Championship. It is a non-title match. He can still get a victory over the World Champion, Damian Black. Get some comeuppance for the loss in the unsuccessful title attempt. Gravett going to look to keep his momentum going. And here comes the NWC World Champion, Angel Face Damian Black. And he has been quite a champion since holding on to that belt. It's a man who has tried to exemplify sportsmanship and takes his role as world champion very seriously, being the face of this company. Wants to be above reproach and wants to bring the finest competition and meet the finest competition that the NWC has to offer. And not everybody likes Damian. Not everybody hates Damian at the same time. And he has taken it all in stride as the world champion. One thing you can say about Black, at least for this title run, he has been above board and beyond reproach as he looks to square up against Paul Gravett one more time. There's the bell. This match is underway. Sort of a replay of the main event of Full Effect, and it is Gravett out of the gates, immediately taking the fight to Damian. Got him up against the ropes, hard forearm shot, and now a cravat inside of the ropes. Referee going to make him break the hold. Now shoots Damian into the corner, comes in with a European uppercut, go behind into a reverse DDT. And now a hard forearm shot to the forearm to Black, he is, I think, been taken by surprise by Gravett, who's putting the boots to him. Big knee to Black. Wrapping up that arm in a hammerlock and jerking the other arm. Trying to rip it out of socket, I think. That can absolutely dislocate his arm at the shoulder. And now it got a crossface locked in on Black. Black trying to get free, trying to pry the hands loose, and does. Shoots at a fist for good measure. Black now in control, got Gravett, sends him in for the ride, drops down. drop toe hold. Classic wrestling combination from Black. Gravett back up to his feet. Shoulder tackle sends down the champion. Damien may have been caught by surprise by Gravett, who's wrenching on the arm now. Almost a straight arm bar. Picks Black up to his feet. Black fires off a right hand. Kick to the midsection from Gravett. Collar double tie up once again. Black running right into the referee inadvertently as Gravett goes for the top block. Damien had it scouted, but now Gravett slams Damien down in a one-arm suplex, hooks the leg, count of 1, and all he'll get is 1. Gravett got Black wrapped up again. Black shoots out a right hand, follows up with a forearm. Sends Gravett into the turnbuckle. Black now stalking his opponent. Sets him up. It looks like he's going to go for it. The patented top rope suplex. Angel's Descent is on the money for Black. Black goes for the cover, hooks the leg, count of 1, 2, and Gravett kicks out at 2 out of the Angel suplex. But Black, who has taken a beating, is now in full control here, letting this crowd know, and they are firmly behind the champion. Black now got him up, drops him down. Beautiful amateur style takedown, doubles it up for a second time. Got him in a front face lock. Gravett blocks the punch, comes back with an open palm strike. Goes Black into the ropes, drops down. Big back elbow from Gravett. Rolls Black over, and look at this. Gravett now taking a page directly out of Black's book with a pair of takedowns. Slams Black down to the canvas. Big drop kick from Gravett. Hip lock. And now putting the boots to the face of Damien. Big knee on the money one more time from Gravett. Black rolling his way to the outside, but Gravett already outside there to meet him. Gravett almost a Russian leg sweep, but into a backbreaker. Black kicks away at his face. Going for that single leg. Gravett blocks it. Front face lock. Into a suplex. Collar double top one more time. Gravett got Black up. Big time body slam on the floor outside as the referee's count continues. Gravett sends Black back inside the ring. Comes back in. Black answers with a hard shot. Another hard shot. Got the arm into a top wrist lock. Gravett with a shot to the midsection a second time. A third time, and Black releases the hold. Gravett with an open palm strike. Now got him. Hooked in. There it is, the Gravett. Black trapped in the Gravett. And he's trapped in there for quite some time. And wait a minute. Referee's calling for the bell. Referee's calling for the bell. The match is over. Black. And folks, well, what an exciting bout and a bit of a strange finish, but Paul Gravett, your winner. It was the referee's discretion. He said Black submitted, and the referee's decision is going to stand. Gravett getting the win in something of a controversial fashion. Folks, we couldn't get a good angle on it. We did see Black attempt to escape from that hold, but referee called it.
Well, folks, certainly a controversial decision in that exhibition encounter, but a fantastic match nonetheless. And now on, ladies and gentlemen, to tag team competition. We have one heck of a match in front of us here in the third match of our NWC #1 Contender Tag Team Tournament. We see another rematch from Full Effect. We're going to be seeing Oliver Sin and Red Holiday of Sanctum taking on Derek Arzon and the Spoiler 3 of Forever Unchained. And ladies and gentlemen, what an absolutely brutal feud these two factions have had. It all started when Rhett Holiday made his surprising return in the middle of last season, and immediately went after his old rival, the Spoiler 3. And before too long, Sanctum and FU were brawling in the backstage area, an all-out assault that got both factions banned from the building, and then that led to an absolutely just a knockdown, drag-out brawl at full effect that saw Rhett Holiday and Oliver Sin defeat Derek Arzon and the Spoiler 3. And now, in the first round of this tournament, we're going to see these two teams go at it one more time. The winner of this match will go on to join the Cold Snakes and Insult to Injury as second round tournament participants. If this match is anything like Full Effect's encounter, we're gonna need to make sure that ring has been reinforced. These teams just absolutely despise each other. Holiday and Oliver Sin looking fantastic there. Absolutely fantastic shape, lots of confidence in those men. And look at these two here. We have the Spoiler and Derek Arzon. You'll notice they're wearing championship gold. The Spoiler, the current reigning PWA heavyweight champion. Derek Arzon, a dual title holder, holding the INCW Openweight Championship and the PWA Light Heavyweight Championship. Now, very interesting regarding that Light Heavyweight Championship, Chris Ketch Knight won the right to face Derek Arzon at a time yet to be determined for that championship. But just last week at NWC Tonight, Oliver Sin defeated Chris Knight in an exhibition bout. Now, while Knight is still your number one contender, you have to wonder if Oliver Sin might be sniffing around that title as well. Looks like we're going to be starting with Rhett Holiday and Derek Arzon in the ring. The bell is rung and we are underway. Arzon starting off strong, just torquing the arm, driving Rhett Holiday down, but Holiday fighting his way out of it. Rhett Holiday, an incredibly strong, resilient competitor. And would you look at that beautiful teardrop suplex right in the middle of the ring. And stomping on the elbow of Lightning Derek Arzon, follows up with a senton and another senton, dropping all of that weight, 220 plus pounds, right on the chest and abdomen of Derek Arzon. And would you look at that, just disrespectful, vicious slaps. And a series of chops takes down the light heavyweight champion. Arzon sent back into the ring. So far, Derek Arzon has not managed to get out of the blocks in this match. He may be wanting to consider a tag to his partner there. Oh, would you look at that? Big time, beautiful sit-out powerbomb. Such strength by the fallen Rhett Holiday. Again, Holiday has Arzon up. Suplex takes Arzon down. Derek Arzon is in deep trouble, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, but Arzon fires back with a series of right hands. Sends Holiday to the ropes and just delivers a vicious kitchen sink right to the solar plexus. And Arzon then goes after Oliver Sin on the outside as well, trying to neutralize the competition on the apron. Rhett Holiday comes on out. They take this bout to the floor, but Arzon manages to catch Holiday in a fireman's carry takedown. And just goes to work on his head and shoulders outside the ring as the referee lays in that 10 count. Derek Arzon with a release German suplex to Rhett Holiday. And Arzon follows up with, just scuffing the boot right in the face of the fallen. While the referee is trying to restore order in this match. Oh, but look at this again. Big time. Oh, wow. Just absolute, just deadlift strength. A pump handle suplex of sorts onto Derek Arzon. and sends Arzon back into the ring. Arzon making a desperation tag, tags out to the Masked Man. The Spoiler 3 now in with his old nemesis, Red Holiday. Shoulder-to-shoulder collision, neither man moves. Holiday eats 3 elbows in the gut, but manages to catch the Spoiler's punch. Spoiler catches his. These two are going back and forth. Spoiler with a double underhook release powerbomb on Red Holiday, and continues the assault, dropping a knee right into the shoulder of the fallen one. Not once, but twice. And tags back out to Derek Arzon. Arzon sends Holiday to the ropes. Shoulder-to-shoulder collision between the two men. But a half-and-half suplex turns Red Holiday inside out. And Arzon goes for the pin. But Oliver Sin in quickly to break it up. It's going to be difficult to finish this match on either side. You've got very dedicated tag team partners absolutely ready. Oh, and would you look at that? Arm blitz on Red Holiday by Derek Arzon. While outside the ring, the steps have been overturned by Oliver Sin and the Spoiler. Series of vicious chops to the chest of Derek Arzon. And folks, it looks as if Derek Arzon is bleeding as he eats a dragon screw leg whip, and Holiday holds on there, just torquing the pressure on that leg. Goes for the pin. 1. Only a 1 count for Arzon. And Holiday goes and tags in Oliver Sin into this match. The talented and vicious Oliver Sin getting controlled by Derek Arzon, slammed head first into the corner as Arzon tags out to the Spoiler. And Spoiler just throws a ham hock style hand right to the gut of Sin and turns him inside out with a sleeper suplex reminiscent of Damian Black's Blackout. Just tremendous power on display by the Masked Man. Arzon sent into the corner by Sin, who continues to go to work on the shoulders and face of Derek Arzon, just hammering him with vicious right hands. And clotheslines him down. Oliver Sin, never one known for his power, but he appears to have put on a few pounds of muscle during his off time between his PWA and NWC runs. Oh, and Derek Arzon just speared off the apron there, and Spoiler drop kicked as well. Red Holiday going to town on both members of FU. Holiday attempting to control this man, but Arzon manages to elbow his way back out and spins him around with a ripcord fireman's carry takedown, just whiplashing him to the ground, and just tears at the Fallen's eyes. But the Fallen manages a belly-to-back suplex on Derek Arzon, goes for the quick pin, but Spoiler in to break it up. And ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you saw that, but the Spoiler just collided straight with the referee. All of that weight came down on the ref, and I have to wonder if that was on purpose. And ladies and gentlemen, with the referee out of the equation, Bedlam has taken over here. All 4 members of this team are going at each other. And folks, looking at that again, I think that Spoiler intentionally knocked the referee out. He put all of his weight on the back of the referee there. And these 4 members of this match are just absolutely brawling outside the ring. The referee, the officials have completely lost control of this match. Red Holiday sends Arzon back in the ring, but then continues to go to work on the Spoiler. Just smashes Spoiler face first on the apron as the referee is trying desperately to regain control. He's threatening these men. He's saying he's gonna throw this match out if they don't get it back in the ring. But nope, they are refusing to listen. They are outside the ring, and ladies and gentlemen, I think the referee has, yes, folks, he has disqualified both of these teams. The bell has rung. This match is over, but FU and Sanctum do not care. They are keeping the aggression going. But ladies and gentlemen, this is a double elimination. Both Sanctum and FU, neither one of these teams are going to advance in this tournament. Not that they seem to care. They are just beating the holy hell out of each other. Folks, at ringside, these teams, they are still fighting as we're watching this replay here. The referee, other officials are in the ring trying to get these teams to stop brawling with each other. We're going to have to get some officials out here to try to restore order. Derek Arzon fighting off Red Holiday here. Holiday hanging on like a pit bull. The spoiler just nailing Oliver Sin. These two teams just going at it outside the ring. We're going to try to restore order, ladies and gentlemen. We still have several matches left on this show tonight. You know that this rivalry is not anywhere near close to being finished. But ladies and gentlemen, on to our next bout. We have some very exciting singles action as one half of the INCW Tag Team Champions Shade takes on the Blueprint, Spencer Watts. Whew, folks, I'm still reeling off of what happened there with Forever Unchained and Sanctum. We will update you with more as we learn it. And folks, also, while we are preparing for this match, I have some news about another match that was in question from earlier this evening. It appears that Kirishika has not shown up during tonight's broadcast, and it looks as if she has forfeited with her inaction her opportunity at Anna Sokolov's championship. And ladies and gentlemen, I am told that the runner-up in that match, in the qualifying match, was War. And as such, War has been offered the shot at Anna Sokolov's INCW Championship tonight. So it is official, folks. For tonight's main event, we will be seeing War taking on Anna Sokolov in a 2 out of 3 falls contest for the INCW Women's Championship. Speaking of champions, Shade, the one half of the INCW Tag Team Champions, had quite a victory at Full Effect, where he and Chonk were able to take on and dethrone the Masked Invaders and secure the Diners Club their first major title. Very, very exciting encounter, and of course, right now we have the tag team tournament going on to determine the first contenders who will have a chance to go after Shade and Chonk. But Shade is not planning on resting on his laurels. He wants to fight now. He wants to continue the hot streak that he's been on, and he'll have that opportunity this evening as he takes on Spencer Watts, the Blueprint, Spencer Watts, in singles action. Now, Spencer Watts came within a hair's breadth, as they say, of challenging Damian Black for the NWC World Championship at Full Effect. He was unsuccessful in a 3-way dance at the beginning of the evening against Paul Gravett and Brawler Beckett, but that does not mean Spencer Watts is ready to put his championship aspirations on hold. He is an absolutely on fire competitor. Ever since he returned to the NWC, he has been a tremendous competitor at the very, very top of his game. He would certainly love to put away one half of the INCW Tag Champions to remind the Championship Committee of just what he can do. Referee has rung the bell, and we are underway, and immediately Shade, with a tremendous suplex, takes down the Blueprint. Spencer Watts with a picture-perfect kick from the middle rope, and follows up with a second one right on the money. Spencer Watts really opening up here. Shade, though, controlling Watts by the neck. What's he going to do, ladies and gentlemen? A measured kick to the leg, followed by sending him to the ropes. Misses a kick off the rebound, and a punch as well. Watts manages to hang on, but it is enough of a hindrance to cause... Oh my goodness, would you look at that tremendous kick right in the corner. Watts in trouble. And Spencer Watts eats a dragon screw leg whip. Shade with an attempted mushroom stomp, but Watts out of the way manages to sweep Shade's legs and slams him into the corner. Both of these men looking especially crisp this evening. Of course, technically, Shade and Spencer Watts would be both members of the NWC light heavyweight division. They are both, neither of them are the largest men in any fight that they're in. But these two have traditionally been more associated with the heavyweight division simply because of their absolute potency. Amazing Meteora on the outside there, and Shade ends up in a cross-legged stance, looking casual, looking cool, and in control. Spencer Watts, though, still a ton of fight left in him. Russian leg sweep right on the thin matting outside the ring. Both of these men doing extremely well here, neither able to get a solid advantage as of yet. Spencer Watts, though, single arm DDT and holds on into an arm bar. Really cranking back. Is he going to make Shade submit? No, but he is going to go for a pinfall here, refereeing for the count. One. Only a one count. Both of these men, both extremely, both known for their stamina, for being able to go an extremely long time in any given match. He could be here for a while, ladies and gentlemen. Spencer Watts cranking away at the right arm of Shade. Of course, Spencer Watts, a number of amazing maneuvers in his arsenal. He's got the DTR suplex. He's got the end game guillotine submission hold. He's got that beautiful flying headbutt off the top rope. Watts has Shade. What's he going to do? Kick right to the solar plexus. Sends Shade to the corner, turns him back around, though, and just delivers a picture-perfect knee to the jaw of the enigmatic one. Shade, of course, has seen quite the resurgence here in NWC. He was always a potent force in pretty much any organization that he's been a part of, but especially since joining the Diners Club, he's really seen a rise in his career here. Watts in for the pin. Still, once again, Shade immediately out. Spencer Watts would love nothing more than to get a pinfall over a current title holder here in NWC. Oh, Shade with a big clothesline and a second one. Watts goes for a kick, but Shade able to sweep the leg. Shade, of course, one half of the INCW Tag Team Champions, holding that title with Chonk. Spencer Watts would love to knock off one of the members of the Diners Club, seeing how influential they have been here in NWC over the last few months. And would you look at that, some frustration potentially getting the better of Spencer Watts there, going for a chokehold. That is not usually in Watts' wheelhouse. Watts has always been an above-board competitor. However, he has been known to get a little intense now and again, especially when he feels like he's been slighted. Shade outside the ring. What is Watts measuring him for? What is he setting him up for? He's waiting for him to stand, and big-time flipping senton takes Shade out. You know, it's worth noting here, Shade marches to the beat of his own drum, despite the fact that the Diners Club has always had a strength in numbers philosophy. Shade came out without any support here, so he is on his own. Now, he clearly wants to make a point here against Spencer Watts. And, of course, he is accounting for himself extremely well. These two are having one heck of a match. I might argue match of the night, ladies and gentlemen. Shade going for a flying forearm there, but Watts able to duck out underneath it. Shade sends the blueprint to the ropes, ducks underneath, and Watts comes back with a series of high-impact offense. Shade, though, sends Watts to the corner. Watts answers back with a high kick to the temple there. Comes off the top rope, goes for a clothesline, but gets caught instead by Shade. Reversed by Watts into a series of elbows. Kick to the stomach. What's he going to do, ladies and gentlemen? Well, would you look at that? DTR suplex, and does not hold on for the pin, though. Is able to float over into a pin. Is that it? Wow, ladies and gentlemen, if Spencer Watts had not lost his grip, that could very well have been it. Beautiful DTR suplex right in the center of the ring. Watts trying to maintain his advantage. Series of fists right to the forehead of Shade. Oh, tries to follow up with a knee drop, but instead, Shade lands a basement drop kick on the Blueprint. Absolutely mile-a-minute action, ladies and gentlemen. Spanish fly style maneuver off the ropes. Flipping maneuver takes out Spencer Watts. Watts, though, has Shade up on his shoulders and has snake eyes across the top rope. Folks, this action is almost too fast to call. Both of these competitors are giving as well as they are taking. Shade, for the moment, downed in the corner. Watts again doing whatever it takes to try to get a win here. Spencer Watts, tremendous momentum going into full effect. He would hate to lose that, as he came so close to being the one to challenge Damian Black for the NWC Championship, only to have that opportunity snatched from him by a very game Paul Gravitt. Big time flying elbow drop to Shade. Shade might be on the verge of being ready to be put away here, but as no sooner do I say that than Shade with a heads-up reversal follows it up with a smart leg lock, has Watts down in a submission. Will Watts be forced to tap? Spencer Watts, though, able to kick his way out of it. What a match, folks. This has been an absolutely tremendous affair, as pretty much any match these days featuring Spencer Watts seems to be. Shade draping Watts now over the top rope. Folks, this is a pick'em. This could be anyone's match at this point. Watts with a quick pin, though, now off of that shove. And Shade able to get a shoulder up. What tremendous action here. And this isn't even our main event, ladies and gentlemen. Spencer Watts with an absolute textbook DDT. And controlling that arm. What's he going to do, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, just a vicious stomp, hyperextending the elbow of the Diners Club's Shade here. Oh, and big time suplex. What's he going to do? Shade floats out of it, clips the leg of the Blueprint, and follows it up with a drop kick to the temple. Watts able to shrug it off, though. And Shade, some acrobatic maneuvers, arm drag, takes Spencer down, and he just eats a kick right to the jaw. Folks, all I can manage to do here is just hope to keep up with the play-by-play. These two are just absolutely on another level. Spencer Watts, flying clothesline, takes Shade down, and Shade is going to have to take a powder on the outside of the ring, try to regroup here. Managed to sucker Spencer Watts in for a knee breaker, followed by a dragon screw leg whip. Both competitors now outside the ring. I hope this doesn't end in a countout, folks. We've had some very interesting referee calls during this evening of action, and this match absolutely deserves a clean finish. Oh my goodness, Shade dropped nose first right into those steps. You can hear his head ricocheting off those steps there from that drop toe hold by Spencer Watts. Wow, that might have really rung Shade's bell, ladies and gentlemen. But Shade, able to then turn the table, sends Watts face first right into the corner post and picks him up in a knee-assisted backbreaker outside the ring. Folks, these two can fight forever as far as I'm concerned. This has been just one of the greatest matches that I have seen in quite some time. Shade sends Watts to the ropes and eats a spear. Oh my goodness, could this be it, ladies and gentlemen? 1, 2, and Spencer Watts able to get an authoritative shoulder up, but he is still on the ground, folks. Shade is on the top rope. Watts trying to make it to his feet. And big time Meteora right to the head and shoulders of Spencer Watts, who is using the ropes to pull himself up. What is Shade going to do? Delivers a huge chop to the chest, begins working on that leg as well. Oh my goodness, what action! Watts sent to the ropes, kitchen sink right to the ribs. And Shade signaling to the crowd that this is it. He wants to finish this thing quick. Dragon screw leg whip once again, and just continues to punish the leg of the Blueprint. And a big double stomp right to the guts. Shade in control at the moment, but for how long? At the rate at which this match has been changing momentum. Folks, DTR suplex right in the middle of the ring. 1, 2, and 3. Ladies and gentlemen, tremendous encounter, and on this night, after reversal after reversal after reversal, after enduring all manner of offense, your winner via pinfall of the DTR suplex, the Blueprint, Spencer Watts. Of course, Shade, absolutely nothing to be ashamed of. Tremendous showing by both of these men. What an encounter, folks. I look forward to seeing action on that caliber from these two again in the future. Incredibly impressive work from both these men. But folks, that isn't all this evening. Now we take you back to our women's division, where the White Rabbit, Nikki Wilde, continues her rivalry with Evelyn Sin. FU and Sanctum have been at each other's throats at the pay-per-view and beyond. Even earlier this evening, we'll see what this feud holds as these two femme fatales go at it next. We have Gary Bloomfield ready to bring you all the action. Gary, take it away.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we are now getting set for women's division action. Some women's division wrestling. Nikki Wilde versus Evelyn Sin, and oh, look at that. Nikki Wilde not in her usual ring attire. You see the emblem on her chest there, the GWSW, the Greco Wilde School of Wrestling. And, well, Nikki Wilde has not had much to do with the Greco Wilde School of Wrestling. Odd to see her coming out in this gear, not in her usual White Rabbit attire. Wonder how that's going to affect her for this match. We seem to have heard rumblings that her usual gear had been taken, and this is a last-minute replacement. But regardless, Nikki Wilde going to look to come out on top. And folks, let me tell you, she certainly has her work cut out for her tonight, as her opponent, who is making her way to the ring now, representing Sanctum, Evelyn Sin. And folks, one thing I can tell you about Evelyn Sin, she's crazy. She is, as Brawler Beckett or Victoria Prime might say, quite mad. Quite mad indeed. Evelyn Sin, the twin sibling of Oliver Sin, both of them followers of Rhett Holiday in Sanctum. And, well, never underestimate the power of crazy, folks. You'll see that in this match. I've seen Evelyn Sin do some things that should not be possible for a person of her size and stature, and yet she does them anyway. She is, she's nuts. She's battier than a Transylvanian cave, nuttier than a fruitcake. Nikki Wilde has got her hands full with this basket of crazy in the ring right now. As Evelyn Sin points out to the crowd, I don't think they're quite sure what to make of this young lady. Both competitors getting set. And Nikki Wilde trying to shake off the trying to shake off her situation as, oh, look at this, cartwheeling off the ropes and into a head scissor. Evelyn Sin right out of the gates. Told you, folks, she's nuts. As she pounds away on the back of Nikki Wilde. And going for looked like some kind of a body splash, but Nikki Wilde out of the way. And now Wilde getting those legs wrapped up and stretching them out, sort of a modified figure four type maneuver there. Wilde off the ropes with a springboard drop kick on the money, kick to the midsection. Got her arm trapped, headed up to the ropes, into a vaulting arm drag, springboarding off of that top rope. and continuing to work the leg of Evelyn Sin with that body splash, and now cranking away on the neck. Wild slowing the pace down, putting added pressure, torquing the neck. Drops Evelyn Sin to the canvas. Sin getting back to her feet. Wild with a thump to the back of the head, goes for a cover, count of 1, and a kick out at 1 from Evelyn Sin. Nikki Wild with a good start, but got a lot more work cut out for tonight. She continues to crank on the neck of Evelyn Sin. And again, throws her to the canvas. Sin rolls back to her feet, looking for the kick. It was blocked by Nikki Wild, who has full control. Takes Evelyn to the ropes, but Evelyn Sin with a trio of elbows gets free. Collar and elbow tie once more. Sin gets sent into the corner. Wild with a head of steam and meets an elbow, followed by a forearm, a kick, another forearm, and gets thrown down to the canvas. Evelyn Sin now to the top rope. Nikki Wild, groggy, getting to her feet. Missile drop kick on target from Evelyn Sin. Sin picks Wild back up, collar and elbow tie-up. Evelyn Sin with a chin crusher. Down goes Nikki Wild, who's in a world of pain. Body splash. Handspring body splash there from Evelyn Sin. Both ladies outside of the ring now. Sin coming in to find Nikki. Nikki, no. Throws her back in. And now back in the ring herself. Gets slung into the ropes. Shoulder to shoulder collision. Neither lady drops. Looking for the drop kick. Misses. And Wild going to catch her with a boot to the face. Sin back up to her feet. Throws Wild down by the hair once more. Sin picking Wild up. Springboard. Looking for that head scissor one more time. And she got it. Stomping away. No, Nikki out of the way. Springboard drop kick by Nikki Wild and the White Rabbit. It feels strange calling her that as she's in this getup. She's trying to come back in. It gets met by Evelyn Sin with that flapjack. Sin with a kick to the back. Body splash across the kidneys. And now pounding away on the back of Nikki Wild. And Nikki Wild, I mean, we've seen some flashes, some glimpses of what she's capable of. But she really does seem off of her game at this point. Looking for that stomp, but missed it completely. And Evelyn Sin now's got her locked up. Gourd Buster, a release Gourd Buster suplex. Nikki back to her feet. There's the stomp. But again, Wild looking a bit off her game, and I got to wonder if it's, I don't know if it's the psychology of it, but not in her ring gear. This is an outfit she's not used to wrestling in, folks. It was a last-minute replacement, and you know, it's one thing to break in an outfit, but specifically the wrestling boots, the footwear. You know, if you've ever tried to break in a pair of new shoes, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Now try running a race in a pair of new shoes that you haven't broken in, or getting into a fight, as is the case here. Nikki Wild giving a good accounting of herself. Another one and a kick out by Evelyn Sin. But clearly not wrestling her best match. Sin now coming back with strikes. Looking for the chin crusher. Got it. Nikki Wild rolls to the outside. Evelyn Sin giving chase. Nikki Wild sees her coming. Stops short of the strike. Satellite head scissor from Nikki Wild. Picks Sin back up to her feet. Throws Evelyn back inside the ring. Wild taking her time. Getting back in. Sin back to her feet. Both ladies meeting in the squared circle once more. Big spine buster from Evelyn Sin. Picks Wild back up. Collar and elbow tie up. Nikki Wild sitting into the corner. Evelyn stalking her. Nikki Wild fires off an elbow. Kick to the midsection. Double throat chop. Irish whip off the ropes. And takes the legs out from underneath Evelyn Sin with that sliding trip. This crowd not giving Nikki Wilde any just due, and she's clearly frustrated. She's tearing at the face now of Evelyn Sin. She's small, but she's vicious, folks. Evelyn Sin with an enziguri into that body press once more. Handstand body press. Getting set up for something. What's she looking for here? She's got Sin up into that gory special and drops her face first onto the canvas. Hooks the leg. Count of one. Nikki Wilde grabs the rope. The referee didn't see it, and Evelyn Sin gets the 3 count and the victory. Referee looking at the shoulders of Nikki Wilde. She did have a hold of that bottom rope, as you can see here on the replay. Just over the referee's shoulder, but the referee looking at the shoulders. Nikki Wilde gets pinned for 3, and Evelyn Sin walks out as the winner in this tremendous matchup.
Certainly a controversial night here in NWC. No more is that evident than in the status here of our women's title match. Of course, Kira Shika was originally scheduled to face Anna Sokolov, but instead she no-showed at the beginning of this evening's activities, and instead the NWC Championship Committee had to make a decision, and they have decided that they're going to go ahead and strip Kira Shika of her championship opportunity and instead give it to War. War, of course, was the runner-up in the 6-woman battle royal that Kira Shika won. War, with an incredibly impressive performance in that match, was in the end took a vicious maneuver on the outside of the ring, knocked unconscious by Kira Shika, but her performance was impressive enough to warrant this title opportunity right now. Now, of course, neither War nor Anna Sokolov knew that they would be competing against each other this evening. In fact, War did not believe that she was going to be competing tonight at all. She happened to be in the building, happened to have her gear with her, and she very quickly got ready. But this is fairly unprecedented for her. She is unprepared for this match, but then again, War is always ready for a fight. So, is War going to be able to make the most of this impromptu opportunity? Ladies and gentlemen, we will find out in mere moments. This is, of course, a 2 out of 3 falls match, as all singles championship matches are. War, no stranger to this format, and no stranger to the INCW Women's Championship. It was War that the White Rabbit Nikki Wilde defeated to become the women's champion, and War, after taking a bit of a leave of absence from INCW, has recently resurfaced here in NWC and has immediately made her impact felt. In fact, in singles competition, War is undefeated in her return and has racked up quite an impressive win-loss record, and also quite an impressive record in multi-woman matches. Anna Sokolov has her work cut out for her. And Anna Sokolov, for the second time this evening, is striding toward the ring with her INCW championship on her shoulder. She walks with purpose. She came here tonight to fight. Her mission statement as women's champion is to take on all comers. Her famous father, the Siberian psychopath Viktor Sokolov, once held the INCW championship and the NWC World Championship, and had a Viktor Sokolov Open challenge in which he, week in and week out, would take on competitors. And Anna Sokolov is most definitely following in her father's footsteps. She is determined to be a fighting champion. Of course, again, this is for the INCW Women's Championship, one of the most hotly contested championships in all of professional sports. In many cases, the Women's Championship and the feuds that it has inspired have overshadowed that of various men's divisions. Credit to KB Chronic for giving these women a platform, and it is a tradition that we look to continue here with the National Wrestling Council. Remember, this is the INCW Championship, but it is the top women's prize that recognized by the NWC. so it holds a lofty status right alongside the NWC World Championship. Referee has the belt, showing it to the crowd, letting both women know just what they are fighting for. Both War and Anna Sokolov ready to go. The referee rings the bell, and we are underway. Anna Sokolov coming in hot, but gets stuffed by War. Tremendous clothesline to start off this encounter. Certainly not the way that Anna wanted this to go. In the early goings, leg-assisted suplex there. And just tossed across the ring in a vicious, should we call that a Roman suplex? Anna Sokolov trying to take control here, delivering a series of kicks and punches right to the crown of the former INCW Women's Champion. War, though, kicks her away and picks Anna up for another suplex. You know, you take a look at War and you take a look at Anna Sokolov, these two women cut a very similar silhouette. Both muscular bruisers, both no-nonsense fighters, both warriors who are here for the thrill of combat. These two should match up with each other very nicely. This is also the first time that Anna Sokolov and War have ever met in the ring, hopefully not the last. Anna Sokolov sends War over the top rope and is taking this thing to the floor. Both of these women are quite at home in the ground and pound wilds of the ringside area. Neither one is against using the hardware of the ring to enhance their match. War just throwing Anna Sokolov, though. I don't know that Anna is used to being manhandled physically in a match, and so far War has managed to have her way with Anna Sokolov with some very high-impact, high-velocity offense. Both women on the outside of the ring again. War again has Anna up, and a brain buster outside the ring. No one can take very many of those, ladies and gentlemen, whether you're the Siberian cyborg or not. War, after a couple of devastating suplexes on the floor, throws Anna Sokolov back in the ring. Anna trying to get back in this fight, ducks underneath, leapfrogs over War, and picks her up for a big-time power slam right in the center of the ring. Anna Sokolov spins War around and goes for a shin breaker. Of course, Anna Sokolov is going to focus on that leg. The cold snap, her very, very vicious leg bar, is her preferred way to finish an encounter. Both women back to the floor once again. And Anna Sokolov with a huge right hand picks that leg and just drives all of her weight down, hyperextending that knee, and goes for a figure four style maneuver, an Indian deathlock out there on the outside of the ring. Certainly War is beginning to feel the effects of that concentrated leg-based offense, but War did a lot of damage to Anna Sokolov. Oh my goodness, just takes her down with a huge fist. That wasn't even a clothesline, ladies and gentlemen, that was a haymaker. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, Anna Sokolov has absorbed a tremendous amount of punishment in the early goings of this match. Every maneuver delivered by War is a high-impact, draining maneuver. Another suplex. War is a suplex machine this evening, and she calls to the heavens for strength. And again, a fisherman buster right in the middle of the ring. Anna Sokolov has been dropped on her head and shoulders about a baker's dozen times in this match so far. The Siberian cyborg is going to need to change tactics soon, because War is starting to run away with this thing. Anna Sokolov, though, said that she wanted a challenge. Now, for those that know, oh my goodness, huge suplex throw. Just throws the Ravishing Russian across the ring. And for those that know, War's finisher of choice is the End of Days. She slams her opponent viciously into the ground, and has taken out many opponents with that maneuver. Goes for a pin, though, 1. And Sokolov, only a 1 count so far. Remarkable considering the amount of damage that Sokolov has absorbed in this match. War with just a rude slam right to the center of the ring there, flat on her back. And oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, end of days right in the middle of the ring. 1, 2, 3, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the first fall, War. Oh my goodness, folks, we may be seeing a title change here. Anna Sokolov has done her best, but War came to fight. You know, of course, both of these women, neither one knew they were going to be competing against each other this evening, so both of them have been caught a bit flat-footed. Anna Sokolov, though, floats over, inverted DDT. She is still in this fight, folks. Sokolov, series of strikes to War. Can Anna Sokolov pull it together? Grabs the leg, and ladies and gentlemen, cold snap right in the middle of the ring. Cold snap on War, but War able to fight her way out before Sokolov can really get it hooked in. But even a moment in that maneuver can cause tremendous damage to the ligaments of the knee. Anna Sokolov going back to some of those amateur skills that defined her last season. Has War in the corner, but gets elbowed out. Remember, Anna Sokolov was knocked nearly unconscious just moments ago. Oh, Anna Sokolov with a quick arm drag out of that attempted double arm suplex, goes for a quick pinfall, and she has caught War unawares, out of nowhere, a quick pinfall, and these two are evened up. It is now anybody's game, ladies and gentlemen. Anna sends War to the corner, or to the ropes, comes off, big-time power slam, and the Siberian Cyborg is beginning to feel the energy of the crowd here. Series of kicks to the head of War. War is dazed, ladies and gentlemen. I think she might have had the wind knocked out of her by that unexpected arm drag. And Anna has her rolled up again into the cold snap. Cold snap once again in the middle of the ring. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, just like that, War forced to tap. The accumulation of damage to that leg throughout the course of the match, simply too much. Your winner tonight, and still NWC champion after an extremely strong early goings in this match by War, your winner, Anna Sokolov. Folks, I really thought that we were on the verge of a title change here. But as it turns out, War has managed to, while she managed to hurt the Siberian Cyborg, she was not able to put her away. Credit to both of these women for stepping into unknown territory. I would very much like to see War and Anna Sokolov tangle again at some point in the near future. But on this night, on the second episode of NWC Tonight Season 2, your winner and still INCW Women's Champion, the Siberian Cyborg, Anna Sokolov. And ladies and gentlemen, that will do it for this second episode of NWC Tonight's second season. It has been my pleasure to bring you all of this fantastic action, and as we approach the holidays, I wish you all a happy Thanksgiving. Hopefully you'll be with friends, family, loved ones, and those that you barely tolerate. Hopefully you're enjoying some delicious turkey and preparing yourself for this weekend where we'll see another exciting episode of NWC Tonight. Thank you for joining us, and once again, I am Ronnie Stockholm for Gary Bloomfield. Have a wonderful evening, and we will see you next week.